Climate change has been recognised worldwide as a major problem that must be addressed in order to provide a sustainable world in which we can continue to exist. It is agreed that the main contributors to global warming are greenhouse gas emissions, which are deteriorating the ozone layer at a worrying rate.
18% of methane emissions in the US come from landfills, with 3.3 billion metric tons of it coming from food waste alone, with an average 4-person household in America throwing away approximately 1,500 worth of food per year, adding up to 162 billion worth of food nationwide. The current approach is addressing this problem has been to implement methane capturing systems on landfill sites to prevent the gas from releasing into the atmosphere. Although this may be effective, there is a secondary problem developing with rapid growth of waste going to landfills. As a result, the sites are filling up too quickly, which will result in the need for additional landfill expansion. With the land space becoming more and more limited, overspilling is likely to occur, meaning contaminants will seep into the ground and potentially into the local waterways.
We are proposing to introduce a composting collection program in addition to trash and recycling. Composting is nature's way of breaking down natural materials such as leaves, grass, and food scraps into a nutrient-rich soil. By composting organic waste, nutrients are being returned back to the soil, continuing the cycle of life to eventually grow more crops. As a result, the need for chemical fertilizers is reduced, and agricultural crops are yielded at a higher rate. The idea is to give small compost bins to residents for a small fee of roughly $5. These bins will be delivered with a set of instructions of what can and what cannot be composted. The generated food waste will then be collected weekly and delivered to a local composting facility. It will be manufactured and broken down to eventually create nutrient-rich soils, which can be sold to farms and stores to grow more plants and food crops.
This program will be piloted in the local Durham area, and once the framework and composting centers and trucks are in place, there is potential to scale it to similar towns. We aim to develop the program to the point where it is as common as residential recycling services to help decrease the negative impacts of food waste in the environment.
Currently, there are no community or consumer-based initiatives in place for composting. Our solution will serve this area and help educate local communities to increase individual responsibility to food waste production. By partnering with local organisations and governments, this programme can be integrated into existing trash and recycle collection systems. This will make the programme easy and accessible to community members to participate in.